Here comes the rain again. Listen to the rhythm of the falling rain. Kentucky rain keeps pouring down. I'm singing in the rain. Raindrops keep falling on my head. Hello everyone, and welcome to Kevin's Seventh Heaven. If you get to know me for any length of time, you know that I have a pretty active jukebox running through my head at all times. Hearing and the memory of sounds is probably my most developed sense. My favorite genre of music and category of sound is rain. I love rain because it embodies peace and hope and joy and melancholy all at the same time. The sound of rain is rhythmic and meditative in nature. It wraps you in this cocoon of a multitude of tiny beats that will lure you into calmness if you let it. I love the spectacle and bombastic nature of a strong thunderstorm. It is pure magic how a rainstorm can change everything about the world around you. The mere vast amount of water that is coming from the sky can cause flooding, or just a rivulet of water in the gutters to float a paper boat down. One drop may change a minuscule spot for a short time, but that multitude of drops reminds us of what we can do together, for good or for ill. Our society has evolved where we avoid getting out in the rain as much as possible, and almost certainly not without proper gear. But to go out in the rain, unprepared, and feel it hit your skin brings you to thoughts of childhood and jumping in puddles. The taste of rain, whether water from a reservoir or falling from the sky, is pure and life-giving. However, the word that I want to talk to you about today comes not from the sound, sight, feel, or taste of rain, but from its scent. There are documents that talk about the study of the smell of rain going back to 1891, but it isn't until 1964 that Australian researchers Isabel Baer and Dick Thomas give it a name, petrichor. It comes from the Greek words petra, or stone, and ichor, or ichor, which is described as the ethereal fluid that was thought to be the blood of the gods of Greek mythology. Baer and Thomas figured out that the smell comes from oils exuded by plants during dry periods that get absorbed into the soil. It helps keep seeds from germinating without the proper nutrients. There's also a byproduct of actinobacteria called geosmin, which is released from the ground. If there's also lightning in the area, then the scent of ozone will be mixed in. The process occurs when raindrops fall on a porous bit of ground, and air forms in the small bubbles to help those chemicals rise to the surface and into the air. It is also more likely to occur the slower a raindrop falls, which is why the scent is better associated with light rain. The human nose is very sensitive to these chemicals, and may have evolved that way to aid in water procural and survival. Camels use this scent to find oases in the desert. In addition to stop and smell the roses, we should pause and experience the ordinary miracle that is rain. Whether that is through sound, sight, taste, touch, or smell, with our word petrichor. It will help us appreciate life in all its facets. I will finish with a poem by Sarah Teasdale called There Will Come Soft Rains. Wartime. There will come soft rains and the smell of the ground, and swallows circling with their shimmering sound, and frogs in the pool singing at night, and wild plum trees in tremulous white. Robins will wear their feathery fire, and whistling their whims on a low fence wire. And not one will know of the war, not one will care at last when it is done. Not one would mind, neither bird nor tree, and if mankind perished utterly. And spring herself, when she woke at dawn, would scarcely know that we were gone. Thank you all for joining me in this shower of thought about rain. On Friday we will be talking about a poem about chagrin. Anyway, ta-ta for now. Love you all.